Friday morning, Heritage. Nate Trobot here for you again today, and we are just hours away from Thanksgiving break, and I can't wait. But before we take off for the holiday, we're going to squeeze in one more show for your viewing pleasure. And we'll start off with some school announcements and weather from our very own Levi Wilson. Take it away, Levi.
What's up, Heritage? I'm Levi Wilson. I'm here to bring you 3 big announcements followed by this week's weather forecast. There will be a basketball game at Ridgeland versus Murray County. Varsity girls will play at 7 p.m. and varsity boys at 8:30 p.m. Come on down and support our Heritage basketball teams. Students, let your parents/guardians know on December 3rd, Mr. Ben Meadows will be presenting valuable information on the Hope Scholarship, FAFSA, and financial aid for students. The meeting will start at 6 p.m. in the HHS cafeteria. It's finally time, Generals. Thanksgiving break is here, so enjoy it. Spend quality time with your family and friends, get excited for Thanksgiving, and eat plenty of good food. Now onto this week's weather forecast. Friday, we have a high of 50, a low of 33, and a 4% chance of rain. Saturday, we have a high of 56, a low of 32, and a 7% chance of rain. Sunday, we have a high of 63, a low of 41, and an 8% chance of rain. Monday, we have a high of 68, a low of 54, and an 11% chance of rain. And Tuesday, we have a high of 60, a low of 44, and a 38% chance of rain. Now onto the anchors for more news.
Thanks, Levi. Great info there. Stephen Solomon here now, and I'm here to tell you about 4 HHS students that spent this past weekend down in Rome, Georgia to compete in the Floyd County Schools mathematics competition. Maddox Summerlin, Kai Courtney, Campbell Moore, and Ari Sloan competed individually and as a team at the event. HHS scored tied with 2 other teams for the second highest score in the meet, but placed 4th after the tiebreaker, and Maddox Summerlin finished 3rd overall in the individual round. We spoke with Miss Thatcher and a few of the students about their performance.
So this past weekend, 4 members of the Mu Alpha Theta Math Honor Society attended Floyd County Schools math competition. The 4 members were Ari Sloan, Maddox Summerlin, Campbell Moore, and Kai Courtney. And so the 4 of us and Miss Lewis and I went down to Floyd County for the math competition. We were super excited with the results. We were super excited to just have the chance to go. But there was Maddox Summerlin came in 3rd place in our group, which was the small schools group. So super proud of him. And then overall, there was a team competition where the whole 4 students got together and competed together. And our score for that was the 2nd place score. But there were 2 other teams that also had that same 2nd place score. So by the time the tiebreaker rolled around, we actually placed 4th, but we were just right behind the 1st place team.
The 4 of us studied our butts off, and I think it paid off because overall we got 4th in the small school varsity category out of, I think, 7 teams, but I'm not too sure. Points-wise, we actually tied with 2nd, but there was a 3-way tie for 2nd place. 2nd, 3rd, and 4th all got shuffled based on individual scores, and unfortunately out of that we got 4th, but we still got 4th, so I'm not mad or anything.
The math competition was really fun. I personally placed 3rd place in the small school individual for the varsity team, which is the category we are competing in. I think if we see more competitions available in the future, we will probably sign up for them. But overall, it was really fun getting to work different problems and work together with other people from our school.
Thanks, Stephen, and congrats to all the students that took part. Nate Trobot back now, and several HHS students took part in Heritage's annual Apply to College event yesterday down in the film room. UTC, Dalton State, and Shorter University were just a few schools that were on hand yesterday to help our students with the process of applying to college. How did that event turn out, and how does this help Heritage students? Let's find out just that in this report.
Yeah, so these are actually my favorite type of days to attend for Dalton State. Helping and assisting students is my favorite role of my job. Just being able for them to know what college options there are out there for them and how they don't have to go into student debt to go get a bachelor's degree and just informing them about college is my favorite part.
Well, I think it's very generous that they would even have the time to come out here and do that, and I'm incredibly thankful because other places I want to go to, this is definitely going to help me be able to decide easier and get more information on it.
The biggest thing is that getting their plan set. So if they know they want to do something after graduation, this gives them an opportunity to have different options. So they're not just after graduation sitting out there kind of flopping in the wind. Not only that, but it's free. So biggest thing is take advantage of free. I like free. Everybody likes free. So it is a perfect time to go ahead and get those applications out there, because once this is done, you're going to have to actually pay for this stuff. So
Right now, I'm deciding between UTC and Dalton State. I went and took a tour at Dalton State last Tuesday. I'm going to do a tour at UTC next Tuesday.
Great story, Nate. Gage and Bree here now, and we had the pleasure of talking to some of our career tech students that spent Tuesday down in Ringgold helping out our community.
Yep, our guys and girls spent the morning taking down the American flag that they put up for Veterans Day.
And that's a lot of flags, Bree. Why did they do this, and what did they get out of this?
We talked to Coach Dotson and a few of the students. Let's go find out.
Each year, the city of Ringgold puts up flags in honor and in memory of the veterans who served in different wars. When we first started out, about 6 years ago, there were about 1,100 of them. Now the number of flags have gone up to about 2,200. So each year they put them down. They put them down for Memorial Day and Veterans Day. We go help the town and all the volunteers take them down. It's a lot of fun. I mean, it's a good cause. It helps the folks down there. I think if we didn't go down there, it would take probably a couple of days to take them down. But with the number of students we take down there, it takes us about 2 hours.
It was my first time doing it, and it was really a fun experience. We got to walk around Ringgold and stuff. They showed us how to take down the flags, wrap them up, and put them the right way. Not to put them on the ground though. We took down. There were about 2,000 of them, and they thanked us a lot, and they appreciated what we did because it would have taken them days, and we did it in a few hours and stuff. It got kind of hot outside and stuff, but it was a nice experience. It helped the residents of Ringgold. They appreciated it and stuff. A lot of people had fun. We got to spend time with each other.
Thanks, guys, for that report. Great job by our CTAE department. Nate back now to throw this thing to a commercial, but hang around after for sports and entertainment. Basketball highlights from Cahulla Creek. We'll have our second installment of top plays for you as well. Stick and stay. Sports is next.
Man, this parking spot sucks.
Should probably get a new parking pass.
That's perfect.
Don't get a ticket, get a parking pass, like our friend Lex here is doing. Get a parking spot of your own at the front office for the low price of $30.
Nate back, and I'm talking Generals basketball now. Our girls and boys squads were down at Cahulla Creek High School on Tuesday night for a scrimmage against the Colts. While these games didn't count in the standings, they were good dress rehearsals for both coaches and players. What did we find out? Let's take a look at the game recaps.
I mean, we won. I mean, it was probably the worst game we've played in 2 years, to be honest. I'm never going to lie to the public, but it was bad. We were bad. We were selfish. We didn't. The standard we've set here for the last 4 years defensively, we ignored it. We were on an island by ourselves yesterday, playing five different individuals playing basketball as opposed to playing as a team.
We learned a lot from that game, and we know now that we have to work and get better. We didn't do terrible, but we did pretty good.
It didn't go very well. We weren't really connected on offense or defense, and we have a lot of stuff to work on.
We're a much better basketball team than that. So I was a little bit disappointed in our performance. We didn't execute offensively. We were a tad bit selfish on both ends of the floor all night, like we had agendas. Thank God it was a scrimmage. But yeah, it was not good. It's not good.
We learned that communication plays a really big role in defense and offense.
The boys went down to Cahulla Creek on Tuesday night to take on the Colts in a scrimmage, and thankfully it was a scrimmage. We found out we got a lot to work on before the regular season gets started tomorrow night over at Ridgeland. There were some good things that we took out of the game with Cahulla, but there was also some things that we knew we had to work on, but we got to get after a little bit better and practice with. Some of the promising things were we had some good ball movement, and we got some open shots. We just didn't make enough of them.
The game went all right. We didn't really play our best, and we didn't really shoot the best. But their 2-3 zone, it's good, and they're really tall, so it was hard to get the ball inside.
We didn't play as good as we could have played. We didn't hit as many shots as we could. I think it went pretty good for our scrimmage game. We obviously were a little upset we lost, but it went pretty good.
Our defense was pretty good. We struggled a little bit with turnovers, so that's something we got to work on before we start playing some better teams than Cahola. So we've been working on that the past couple of days in practice, and we're hoping to get some of that cleaned up before this tournament tomorrow.
We learned that we need to play more physical and take practice more seriously and just shoot the ball so much better next time we play.
But other than that, I'm pretty proud of the guys, and it's good to have those scrimmages before the actual season starts because that one doesn't count on our record. So we'll improve and get better and hopefully just learn from everything we did wrong on Tuesday night.
Thanks, Nate, and good luck to both teams tomorrow over at the Ridgeland Thanksgiving Tournament. Brianna and Brooke here now, and we are talking girls flag football today.
Yes, and Coach Brim and his girls went down to Alatoona, Georgia this past Tuesday, and let's see if they could qualify for state playoffs.
Let's see how they did.
All right, so this year we ended up, I believe, with an overall record of 10-8, I believe. I'll have to double check that. So we won more than we lost, had some wins we probably shouldn't have beaten the teams, but we played very well against. Last night we got bounced out of the region tournament by Jackson County, who ended up running the table. They ran through us like water through toilet paper, and then they ran through Alatoona, the number 1 seed on our side. So they're going to be playing for the region championship tomorrow.
Yesterday we lost our region game and we didn't get to make it to state, but I'm very glad that I got to play with these girls. It was our first year and we were really good for a first-year team, and I really love the team and the coaches. This season has been really good. I'm sad that we only got to play 1 year, but overall it was a really good season. Everyone did a great job. We're so surprised that we came this far for our first year. But overall, we became a family, and it was just a really good season for everyone.
But we definitely had such a fun time all together, all the team. And we were really sad when we had to say goodbye because it was our last game and we won't have any practices together. So we were really, really sad. But I had so much fun with all my coaches, with all my teammates. And thank you to Mr. Broom and to Coach Donis and to all the other coaches. And thank you to all the girls. They were so much fun, and this experience wouldn't be as much as it was if it wasn't because of them.
It was a fun season. The kids were cool. I enjoyed having them around, and hope we can do it again sometime.
Thank you, ladies, for the amazing season.
Now we're moving on to the Heritage's top 5 plays of the week. We got some great athletes, and let's see what their highlights were this week.
Who am I here with?
Jacob Carter.
Give me a rundown of your play the other night.
So pretty much the shot went up, I got the rebound, and I put it back up for an and 1.
Heck yeah. How does it feel to be honored in the top 5?
I feel extremely honored knowing that I worked so hard for this moment.
Heck yeah. Who am I here with?
Caden Smith.
Let's talk about your play from a couple of days ago.
I attacked the guard's weak shoulder, saw the quarterback, and tackled him.
Heck yeah. Are you honored to be in the top 5 this week?
Yes, I'm so honored. Thank you, Coach Green.
Who am I here with today?
Noah Awatu.
Let's talk about your play the other day.
It was a good pass by Blake of Deputy. I was feeling it. I was hitting shots during warm-up. It was just barbecue chicken from there.
Heck yeah. How does it feel to be honored in the top 5 plays of the week?
Feels great. But all the credit goes to Blake of Deputy for the pass. That's it.
Thank you. Who am I here with?
Cooper Bell.
Let's talk about your play the other night.
I had a little slight pump fake and then took a little drive middle and shot the signature Bell special jump shot.
How does it feel to be nominated top 5 plays of the week?
Every week I work for this. I think about it. When I go to sleep, I'm like, you know what? Next week, I want to be on the top 5.
Heck yeah. Thank you.
Me how to duck, taste me how to duck, taste me how to duck, taste me how to duck.
Everybody love me, everybody love me, everybody love me. You ain't messing with my duck.
Who am I here with?
Cody Bryan.
Break down your play from a couple days ago.
I caught the ball and I scored. Crossed the great ball, and then Caden Foster kind of got in the guy's way. Helped me score a touchdown.
Are you honored to be in the top 5?
Very honored. It's been a goal of mine since I was born. You know, all the way up to my 17 years of living. I've just wanted to be top 5 on the 5-Star News. But you know what? We did it.
Heck yeah.
I'm talented forward with your 5-star picks. For our first game, we have number 2 Ohio State versus number 5 Indiana. Followed up with that, we have number 9 Ole Miss versus unranked Florida. Since we're going to be on Thanksgiving break over rivalry week, here are our games. We have number 8 Georgia versus unranked Georgia Tech. Followed up with that, we have number 10 Tennessee versus unranked Vanderbilt. Then we have a rivalry game in Texas versus number 3 Texas versus number 15 Texas A&M. And for the big game of the week, we have number 2 Ohio State versus unranked Michigan. Time to 4, and who am I here with?
Lil Maddie _3.
All right, bet. For our first game, we have number 2 Ohio State versus number 5 Indiana.
Probably Ohio State.
Lucas Henson.
All right, Lucas. For our first 2 games, we have number 2 Ohio State versus number 5 Indiana.
I got Ohio State in that one. It's going to be a good game, though.
Heck yeah. I'm here with
Coach Green.
All right, well, Coach, I got a few games for you this week. We have number 2 Ohio State versus number 5 Indiana.
Yeah, I'm not really sold on Indiana. I'd say Ohio State wins that one.
Who am I here with?
I'm Miss Hobbs.
All right, Miss Hobbs, I got a few games for you. We got number 2 Ohio State versus number 5 Indiana.
Ohio State.
Ohio State. That's bold. All right, number 9 Ole Miss versus Florida.
Ole Miss looked pretty good last week or so. I'm gonna go with Ole Miss, even though Florida got a big win last week.
Let's go Rebels. Next game, we have number 9 Ole Miss versus Florida.
Ole Miss.
Hotty toddy. We got number 9 Ole Miss versus Florida.
Ole Miss. Florida needs to get it together, man.
Number 9 Ole Miss versus Florida.
I gotta go with Ole Miss for that one.
Hotty toddy. Number 9 Ole Miss versus Florida.
Ole Miss.
Why?
It's got powerhouse offense.
So we're going to be on Thanksgiving break. We got games from next week, too. We have unranked Georgia Tech versus number 8 Georgia.
Georgia.
Gotcha. First, we have Georgia Tech versus number 8 Georgia.
Georgia.
Georgia. You Bulldogs fan?
Yeah.
I can tell. First, we have number 8 Georgia versus Georgia Tech.
Ooh, go Dogs. Give me the Georgia. Come on now.
Hell yeah. Number 8 Georgia versus Georgia Tech.
Georgia. Go Dogs. Okay.
So can we all beat Tennessee? All right. Number 10 Tennessee versus Vandy.
That's going to be tougher than most people think. I hope Vandy pulls the upset. Let's go with Vanderbilt to knock off Tennessee.
This is the one time I don't want Vanderbilt to win. All right. Number 10 Tennessee versus Vanderbilt.
Tennessee, I mean, they played all right versus Georgia. I think they're a good team. I think they didn't play their best, and I think Tennessee will win that one. So.
Oof. All right, for our next game, we have number 10 Tennessee versus Vanderbilt.
Give me the Vols.
Really, Rocky Top?
Yeah.
Gotcha. After that, we have number 10 Tennessee versus Vanderbilt.
Tennessee.
Let's go Rocky Top. All right, then we have number 3 Texas versus number 15 Texas A&M.
I'm going to take Texas.
It's a very one-side rivalry.
Sorry.
Number 3 Texas versus number 15 Texas A&M.
Texas. I still think they got it.
Really?
Yeah.
Number 3 Texas versus number 15 Texas A&M.
Texas.
For our next game, we have number 3 Texas versus number 15 Texas A&M.
Texas A&M.
Yes, sir. Let's go Aggies. We have Michigan versus number 2 Ohio State.
Oh, Ohio State.
Yeah, they're going to get their get back for sure.
Go football.
All right, for our last game, we have unranked Michigan versus number 2 Ohio State.
Ohio State.
Then the game of the week, we got Michigan versus number 2 Ohio State.
Oh, Ohio State's killing Michigan.
For sure. All right, thanks, dude. All right, and finally, unranked Michigan versus number 2 Ohio State.
It's supposed to be the game, but it's rivalry week, guys, and you're going to tell me that the Alabama-Auburn game is not on y'all's list.
I mean, they're both owned by Vandy, so no.
Vanderbilt could beat both Ohio State and Michigan as well. The game, I can't stand that game, but I'm going to say Ohio State wins it. And I'll try to watch it, but I'm out of no-dos.
Yeah. Boo Michigan. Thank you.
Thanks for the sports, guys. Andrew Duck here to give you guys some entertainment for this weekend. If you are like me, you're ready for Thanksgiving break, and we decided to interview some people to check if they are ready too. Let's go check it out.
I'm most excited for not being here. Not that I don't love school, I do love school, but teachers, I feel like they load you up on schoolwork the week before break on purpose. So I am knee deep in homework, and I'm excited to be done.
Over Thanksgiving break, I'm excited to just have time to rest and refresh, to come back to school a week later and just hopefully finish out the rest of this year strong.
Well, I'm most excited to see some family that I haven't seen for the year.
Well, my break starts early because this Friday I'm getting my wisdom teeth out, so I'm kind of nervous about that, but it'll be fine. And then I'm just recovering, and I'm going to do some stuff for college applications and some random things, probably hang out with friends, and a lot of rest, which I'm excited for.
Over Thanksgiving break, I'm planning on going down to the lake with my family. We're just gonna, hang out, eat lots of good food, and just spend some good time together.
Well, I plan on visiting my grandparents because yesterday was my grandma's birthday. Hey, yeah, she turned 78. 78? Yeah.
I'm gonna lay around the crib a little bit, watch a little football and everything, and then I'm gonna go back out and start working out for that ESPN Easy Tyson and JP Paul. I'm coming after y'all. Yeah. And after I get through with that feast, my feast is going to be on Vegas, looking after y'all. Probably be on ESPN about January. Thank you. And everybody have a good Thanksgiving. And always make sure the feathers is off the turkey.
We're gonna eat some good food, ride around.
Action. I believe they're going to ask me what I like for Thanksgiving. My favorite dish will be the ham, baby, the ham.
That wet mac and cheese, that baked mac and cheese, it's different, man.
That's good. All right, that's it.
All right.
And with that, we'll wrap up this Friday edition of the 5-Star News. We'll see you again after Thanksgiving break, but until then, happy holidays, and as always, stay classy, Heritage.